Yeah, that makes sense. Because he couldn't throw. Chaz, this is year 3. Guess I probably could have put that in the title. Nearing the end of year 3. Hugh Towers, we're gonna full on recruit him now, hybrid. He's coming in. Let's see, only 23 guys on the board, but some of them are gonna be dropped off. One's going to Baylor, one's going to Southern Miss. Good for them. Just oof. Bill Tremblay. Who knows? He could be the future star of this program. He's a JUCO guy. Actually, he's garbage. His speed acceleration, I think, might be a little bit better than Benjamin Bedley, but we just need to find a fast, tall athlete and then just lean on him. 5-5 San Jose. Herb Street says we're gonna win. Look at that. I just want to point that out. Hybrid is right there, kind of. There. There we go. That's how you do it. +2 on the season in the turnover differential. +2. You can't make that up. The alternate away jersey. Oh, by the way, if people want to see our jerseys, just go through the primary, away, the home jersey, the standard home jersey, the alternate home, which I kind of like. Something about it fits. Looks very giraffe-like. The alternate away. And I think that's what we're gonna go with today. 93 overall to their 83 overall. In real life, San Jose State is not very good. Here, not great. Listen, we don't attempt all that many passes downfield, especially not from 10 yards, Chaz, so I guess we could plug him in right away. Yeah, no, thanks for stopping by. 6 hours is a lot of watching this game. Oh, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the birthday wish. Fucking halfway through my life. Oh no, the San Jose State team is the other one in the conference that wasn't finished when I downloaded the up-to-date rosters. We're gonna see a bunch of people with 2 X's. Dub X is gonna be their last name. New Mexico has like 10 people just on offense that their last name is now Quad X, which is pretty rough. Let's go with Tails. Tails never fails. Oh, psych. Looks like we're going to be starting on offense. And let's make our adjustments. Remember to do that. I hope that we don't go down 21 points. Manning back to return. Damn you, Drake. You think if we made a Western Arizona jersey and sent it to him, we could get him to wear it? I gotta get that mirror shot photoshopped. The one where it's like, I don't remember, I think he's originally in like a Golden State jersey. Get it photoshopped with a Western Arizona jersey. Oh, that would be great. Read option, first play. Garen Vincent is the pitch man, but we're just gonna give it to Thompson. It's a good carry. 11 yards on first down. If we can just continue to do that, this will be a surefire victory, I think. Although I'm gonna do the dumbest play possible and throw it on our second play of the game. I've never claimed to be smart. If anyone tells you that I have, they're lying. And yo, this is that was probably a pick if that actually gets thrown. So I'm thankful they landed a big shot on my quarterback, and it just harmlessly hit the turf. Because that could have been bad. We're already at 14 interceptions on the season. It's going to be pretty impressive if I can get our third 35 picks season in a row. It's going to take another, like, I can think I can do math, another 21 in 4 games. We have thrown like 6 and 7 pick games though, because when it rains, it pours. Medley's gonna keep this one. Good blocking. Oh, just couldn't get all the way around. Too slow, Joe. 7 yards though on first down will always work. Thanks, Tiger. You know, I pride myself on my math. You know, I had to take like math 105 or 121 or some shit like that in college, and I got a B. So, you know, if that doesn't say how smart I am, I don't know what I can do for you. Somehow, literally only had to take 1 math class for a Bachelor of Science. It just doesn't make sense. Hand this one off to Thompson. He's just gonna carry the load today. He's turning into our Frodo Baggins. I don't think we're gonna have a Samwise Gamgee to ask him to share the load. So just ride him until he can't go any further. Maybe just, I don't know, cast him aside. Breaks that tackle. This is gonna be a bone-crushing drive for the San Jose State defense. One of the good things, I guess, about running a lot is that the defenses do tend to get tired when you just continue to just crush them play after play. And if we can get a lead, we'll probably just go quick tempo, keep them on the field even longer. Manning is the pitch man on this triple option. And he's had problems, yeah. He's just not very elusive. I can't get past those guys with the moves that I would usually use. So while Manning might be the fastest guy on our offense, he's not able to get a whole lot going there. Only 3 yards. And we'll try the quick slants here on 2nd and 7. Try to get inside the red zone. Wise wide open. Newberry holds onto it. It's not Thomas Newberry, the All-American, but his brother Quinn. And it gets really crazy. New Mexico, it was like a set of like octuplets or something. Not sure how many of them are on this team. It's really unfortunate that it's Mountain West teams that are suffering from the lack of completely up-to-date rosters. Let's try a play that we don't run often. We've taken 2:45 off the clock, and you know, it's been a lot of runs, which can get a little bit boring, but it's safe. RJ Huff, the 3rd stringer, comes in and gets a couple, and we're in 4-down territory right now, so it's 3rd and 3. I expect to get this, but if we don't, I'm not a big fan of field goals. Plus, we got to get ready for when we don't have a real kicker. Read option goes to Thompson, and he didn't get it. So this has gotten interesting. This could be a problem. I wish I could run a fake play, but we're too slow to ever have that work. So we're just going to go 0-1 trap, my favorite offensive play in the game. Hand it off to Ethan Lyra, the fullback. And, ooh, actually, fuck it. We're going to do it. They got a lot of pressure there over the middle. It's not going to matter. Lyre's got the first and a little bit more. 1st and goal from inside the 5.
Call it a gain of 6 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
We're just looking great. What have I done? Well, I guess it's more entertaining if I try to throw. I've called a slant inside the 5, and it works. A passing touchdown. I think that's our 3rd of the season. 2 of 3 passing to start this game. No picks. And Giraffes are going to go up 7-0. Oh, gosh. I almost pushed the extra point. Sky Woolworth, the head coach, he's, I don't know, he's really raised this program up very quickly. If anyone's wondering, by the way, we're using Boss Hog Michigan sliders. He's a user on Operation Sports, but I know that typically leads to play style. But these are the ones that I've been using for a while on stream. And, you know, it doesn't feel necessarily like it's unfair in the difficulty, but it certainly, oh my gosh, it certainly doesn't help me out any more than it needs to. As Malik double X takes it 5 yards there. Especially defensively, you'll see I don't really have much of a user. If somebody's right next to me and I actually get the tackle, it's probably more rare than for me to just completely miss them. Yes, Michael, double X, completes a pass. Though there's one guy in a skill position that has a real last name on this team. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's one that they recruited, and he's either a freshman or a sophomore. So I guess if you're a San Jose State fan, you might know who some of these players are, because I'd guess that their first names are correct. But otherwise, that's probably not looking too good. Our defense, oh my gosh, the blocking is incredible. Boone, luckily able to knock him out of bounds. You would think with how tall and strong, and for some of these guys chunky, our defense is, we'll be able to get better stops. But it just hasn't happened. It's disappointing. This might be a touchdown. Man, if it, listen, if you're gonna beat this draft team, the answer is run it. The passing game might work for most teams, but eventually we'll get a pick. But we have no pressure. Our defensive line isn't very strong, and there's not enough speed to close out if you change direction. So counters, play actions, all sorts of that stuff works way too well on us. Oh man, yeah, that's correct. They're definitely cannibalizing my defensive line with draw plays, nonetheless. It's really offensive that they keep running draws because it's something that I can't do. I don't think I've ever had a very successful draw play in the history of, like, to the point where I have taken almost every draw play out of this playbook. I'm gonna assume that was an offside on us, but there was a flag as they go in, and yeah, it's gonna be 7-all. I've been to Donner Pass while hiking. That was an interesting day. It was a very interesting day. There's a place, a ski resort at Donner Pass that gives out free 40s to Pacific Crest Trail hikers, and you show up and you have the intention of hiking 30 miles that day, and then you start drinking a 40, and you end up walking 3 miles away from that place and falling asleep. It was a rough day. It was a very rough day. And then the day after that, I hitchhiked with probably the most sketchy guy that I met on trail. Or the most sketchy hitchhike that I had on trail. Benjamin Medley. Woo! This is a run and a half. Let's get out of bounds. It was very clearly a hitchhiker. My sign very clearly said I was at the PCT. This guy picks me up, takes me into Truckee, California, north side of Lake Tahoe. And then all of a sudden, like, he starts asking me questions about where stuff in town is. Like, he thought I was a local. I was like, very clear. I said, I obviously don't live here. It's very weird. I don't think he understood what I was doing. I'm not sure why he picked me up. But I got to Safeway. And then spent the next, like, 6 hours hitchhiking back to the trail. It's very rough. Not a great day. What can we do here to make sure we score? Minute 26 left. 3rd and 6. We're putting it on the ground. I'm not a fool. Well, I am, but I'm not going to make a foolish decision there. And never mind. We'll lose a yard. I don't know. I mean, I guess technically the furthest I've hitchhiked is maybe like Oh, end of the first. I guess we're gonna rethink the idea of kicking a field goal. 7-all at the end of one. The furthest I've hitchhiked is, I don't know, maybe 20 miles, maybe 30. Probably, yeah, probably at 20 miles. I can't think of any further than that. Usually pretty short. The trail goes pretty close to towns. Mandrell, how's it going? We are we're rank 15. We went up two spots on the bye week. We're gonna can that field goal. Like yeah, at once. Oh, actually, as like a total trip, there was that same day. So I guess it was a lot longer than that. Because I got a ride into Truckee, California, and then from Truckee, I needed to get to Sierra City, so I had to go north, and I got a ride out of Truckee to some random street corner at the north end of town. And then what was the next city that I fucking ended up in? I ended up in this tiny little town, and I was like, am I gonna just never leave here? North on Highway 89 to Sierraville, which is just like not even a one stoplight town, just tiny. So that was probably 20 miles alone. And then from Sierraville, I got a short ride up to the intersection between Highway 49 and Highway 89. And then I waited there for a couple hours, and then finally got a ride into Sierra City, and that was probably at least another 20 miles. So, yes, maybe close to 80, 85 miles in a day. That was a rough one. I spent the whole day just on the side of the road, essentially. It took me 5 hitches to get where I was going. An interesting one to say the least. Well, we're up 10-7. Oh my god, I keep hitting fucking cords. I really need to do this damn cable management. Up by 3, but we're having trouble on defense. I was really thinking that could be picked off. They've run the screen. It's a loss of 2, and I'm gonna blitz here on 3rd and 2. NCAA blitz up the middle, hoping for the best. Tiger, it was all on the Pacific Crest Trail, so it was basically, it was like you get to the road, like you're hiking out in the wilderness, and then you get to a place where the trail crosses like a highway or something, and then you just use that to hitch into town, to whatever town is nearest, to buy more food, and then you hitchhike back to the trail from there, and then keep hiking. But I've never hitchhiked outside of the trail, just because it's kind of weird. I don't know. When you're on trail, the people who live around it know that there's hikers, and so they don't mind giving rides to those people because, you know, you're picking up people who are backpacking and not people who are just kind of like randomly, you know, wandering around. Because unless you're near a trail, nobody's really gonna pick you up. But that's the only time I ever have hitchhiked, and I probably wouldn't hitchhike anywhere that wasn't along the trail. Unless I needed to. But it's a very awkward experience at first. Like, the first time, a couple times, I was lucky to be with people who had hitchhiked before. Just, like, waiting to hitchhike with them. And they were the ones that had their thumbs out and were standing on the side of the road and were super excited. And I was just standing there in the background just like, oh, this is the worst thing ever. Like, it's so awkward. You're raised your whole life told not to pick up hitchhikers, and that hitchhiking is super dangerous. And then I'm out there trying to get into this random town, and I'm like, it just doesn't feel right to just like stick your thumb out and smile and wave at somebody driving past you. But it's either that or you don't get picked up. No, I have not tried that. I have not tried to go cross country via hitchhiking. We're making a goal line stand here. I would love to keep it tied. We got a 3rd and goal. We got to hold them, and I'm gonna bring some pressure. I don't remember what it's called, but on YouTube, I think David Cho is the guy. He's an artist, and he got rich helping with like paint Facebook murals. Great stop there. But on YouTube, it's something I think David Cho, and he has a couple series where he hitchhikes across the country. Oh, I'm not trying to cross the. Maybe I'm confused here. I might need a little bit more clarification. We do hold them to a field goal. Yeah, that's a good return, so long as there's no penalties. I'd like to score before the half. Maybe hold the lead as well. I don't know how earlier today we were just blowing through our opponents. Now we're just we're struggling. Thompson, oh, that's a hole. That's a hole. Oh. No, just to and from town is all I would do. Trails, I find the trail a little bit safer than being in a random stranger's car. Because there's some interesting characters. Picked up by a guy on a Forest Service road. I wasn't in the car for very long because the people that I knew were coming to pick me up showed up, but he was just like he was like, yeah, we're out in the middle of nowhere, so I'm gonna drink and drive until we get to a main road. And I was like, oh, this is great. I really love this. I'm glad you're a teacher.
First down.
Oh. First and 10. Lyra up the middle. I'm gonna see if about it. I'm likely, not guaranteed, I'm likely going to be finishing. I only hiked 1,800 miles of the 2,600 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail, so there's a little bit over 800 miles that I still have to hike to consider myself finished. I'm gonna see, and I'm planning on doing it this upcoming summer with a guy that I met that also wasn't able to finish. I'm gonna see if maybe there's a chance that I can live stream a little bit of it. It's a nice face mask. We'll be inside the red zone with a free first down. Thank you very much, Spartans.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
John Fritz gets us to the 13.
Automatic
Sucks to
first
suck,
down.
my dude. What do we want to run here? I'm curious on whether or not I try to make this the final drive of the half. I don't know if we have enough field position to do so. Maybe just score as quick as we can. Maybe a chance at 2 scores. Triple option. It's going to go to Liver. If he could have got the stiff arm animation, that would have been great. But I love that extension at the end of that. He kind of maybe risks a fumble, but extends and gets himself to the 2, first and goal. Oh, that's fantastic. Forgot that my bed was not in the same spot. Thompson, oh! He got just blasted. Absolutely leveled at the goal line. I'm gonna have to give it to him again. Second and goal. Zach, I'm not sure if we'll finish this season, because we still have another regular season game, and then a conference championship game, and then the bowl game, and the second half of this one. We are 3.5 hours in right now. We'll see. It's a lot of football. I might be able to get one more in after this. Just get the regular season done and then save the championship game in whatever bowl we go to for well, not tomorrow. Be in town tomorrow. Probably for Friday. It's an all pick sixes hybrid. 10 defensive touchdowns. That's just ridiculous. I'm gonna expect passes here. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, my best player on the team has or my best defensive guy. I'm getting called for roughing the passer.
Personal foul.
Oh, or there's a clipping. Okay. I think our leading interception guy is 5, maybe 6 interceptions and like maybe 2 touchdowns. Not even as a team do we have 10 defensive touchdowns. That's ridiculous. I really do think that the Dwarves series, when I get to that, is going to be a million times easier. Because they're all going to be, essentially, so what I did with this, I jacked up the height, and in doing so, I dropped the speed and acceleration in the agility, and I upped the, oh man, that could have been picked. I upped the strength and awareness. Kind of felt like it made sense. So for the Dwarves one, I've done the opposite. I've dropped their height, I've increased their speed, agility, and acceleration. I've dropped their strength and awareness. So they're really weak, but they're all super quick. So there's a chance that when it just becomes a bunch of little dwarves flying around the field picking shit off. It'll be really fun. Hendricks? Oh, we had a sack, and there it is. Montoya. Oh, he's had a great season. 330 pounds or something. Fantastic. 3 tackles already. 2 for 2nd and 16. A minute and 30 left in the half. That's a screen. And they got a little bit back, but still 3rd and long. It's just you reading screens. I think I might be dropping my all my kicking stuff. They almost got that on that 3rd screen. But I want to at least drop, I think, my user kicking. Oh, do we get it again? We're bringing out the punt return team. There's no way that they're going to hit a 60-yarder, right? Take Chaz Bray back as an extra blocker. Oh, wow. I think he kind of had the distance on that one. Yeah, he absolutely had the distance to hit that. He just missed. And Tiger, well, it's too much work for me because it's going to take like over an hour to do it. I do have, in the Dwarfs Dynasty, I'm going to have Gorge University, I think maybe Florida A&M, but I know for a fact right now, I can't remember who I put in, but I know that there's Gorge University and Western Arizona, both as part of it. So they will exist, but the Giraffes team won't be super tall. Although they are in the same conference. I think we're both Conference USA. Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know. Got to figure out a way to make shit really difficult without it feeling unfair. That's my hard time with the sliders, because the sliders that or the last set of sliders that I was using before I switched back to these ones, it just felt unfair. Like my team, even against teams that we were comparable to in skill-wise, I gotta throw that one away before I step out of bounds. Like we couldn't do anything against like even the FCS teams. And it wasn't like my players just weren't good enough. It was just that the sliders made it feel a little cheesy. There's Eddie Vandermeulen at the 11. I think our first time out here. This has turned into a quick drive through the air. We can pass. It is possible. Apparently. I wasn't aware until now. I guess when you're the number 15 team in the nation, you need to be able to pass every once in a while. And Medley, we're just going to go straight forward and dive into the end zone. 33 seconds left. 14-point lead. They do get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, though, so can't allow them to score anything with this last 33 seconds. I'm trying to think. I know for a fact that the Dwarves one has Gorge University in Western Arizona baked into it. I think I replaced like Idaho and UMass or something like that. I want to say I put something else in. I just don't remember if it was Florida A&M or something. It must have been Florida A&M. Expecting them to go to the air. And be safe. Maybe get a pick here. If we're lucky. This should be an easy game for us. As they're going to... Oh, gosh. They went with the screen and I was kind of there, but I also kind of wasn't there. What should have been at least a loss of yardage turns into a gain of 7. Their quarterback is 7 of 8 to start this one. Only for 49 yards, so a lot of short passes. But the fact that there's none that are incomplete kind of hurts. One timeout left for him. And all the time in the world to throw. And blanks. How is he going to drop that? How is he going to drop that? He was in perfect position, and it's just going to bounce off his little hands.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
Absurd. His hands are too big for his brain, I guess. He doesn't have any sort of hand-eye coordination. And, 3rd and 3. Blanks, he gets that one, though. And 14 seconds, 2 timeouts. We're going to take a couple shots downfield. Our defense has done a lot better in picking up picks this year. That was a weird little tussle as they fell to the ground. See if we can time this. Depending... Oh, I'm liking Manning here. Kingsley Manning and Nehemiah Bobo. Depending on where that safety shades. Oh, no, this is going to be picked. Oh. I got bailed out there. I don't want to talk about what just happened on that play. I really don't. That was atrocious. 9 seconds left. We're gonna throw a pick if I keep making stupid decisions like that. With 8 seconds left, this is probably a pick. No, Kingsley Manning gets us across midfield. If we can run a play quick enough, we've got time to throw downfield one more time and then kick a field goal. But it's not going to be easy. We certainly can't hit one from this range. No way. Could Bobo be open here? Oh, Bobo's got the one-on-one, and we took a hit. Oh, I'm surprised they didn't pick that off. Bobo had the one-on-one. I just had to throw it up deep. 6'10". You got to think he comes down with something like that. Instead, I guess we're just going to call a Hail Mary. Except I'm going to change it to a 4 verts, because the Hail Mary, you know, you don't quite have the chance, I feel, of getting away. I'd rather have guys maybe have a chance at beating somebody one-on-one. And Eddie, I want him in motion to get away from Kingsley Manning. Well, I guess we'll just take a sack. Oh, gosh. That would be... Tiger, that's a really, really good idea. Oh, my gosh.
Number 9 set to return.
Because I'm so backlogged, I'm not going to try to claim that. But that is a really solid idea. The Alaska Hitchhikers. Or just, like, I do have a team downloaded that's an Alaska team. One player from each state and Canada. Yeah. You would be you'd have maybe a hard time filling your roster, but you could actually have a really good team doing that. And there's some states that you would just have a hard time finding a guy at all. But it's definitely doable. I think the goal with that would just be to look for Ironman. The best Ironman you can pull out of a lot of states. Oh, that's too good. They're going to run it. Oh, that's a touchdown, isn't it? Blanks. 52 yards. Oh, no. Can't have that to start the half. At least we're still up 7. 2 plays, 74 yards, 14 seconds off the clock. That's a big yikes from me. Oh, Hybrid, that could be interesting. You doing an in-game position or what you could call it? Like, are you stuck with cornerback for? Oh, Ooh, Kingsley. Are you stuck with cornerback, or can you call it a defensive back? Are you stuck with halfback, or can you call it a tailback? Oh, man. It's so fucking good. Thompson. Nice little cut there. Gosh, I don't think I should go into the conservative tempo just yet. I don't feel comfortable enough with this lead. We have to make sure that we score here before I do that. So we'll just keep running the football and try to pass as little as possible. Just build up these yards, run down that clock, wear down the defense. Hopefully pick up another win.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Medley's gonna keep this. Can we juke a guy out? Oh! Benjamin Medley! Oh! Benjamin Medley! Oh my god! What a fucking play! That's the most incredible play in Giraffe's history. We're definitely gonna see that full one, because that's too incredible. Give it a little bit of zoom. Medley on the keeper makes the first man miss. Great block from Bobo on the edge, and then the double back juke spin. Perfect block there, and is able to drag a man into the end zone for the last 3 yards. Oh wow. That is the one of the first times I've ever actually utilized that back juke spin combo. Incredible. Oof. That's the best downfield blocking I've ever seen, I think. Like that late in a play. Cuz 2 guys got perfectly kicked out of the way. And we're back up 14 just like that. Yeah, well, you know, Madden's Madden. 1st and 10. Ooh, and we actually tackled him behind the line. True, that one block, I mean, yeah. There's just 2 guys running into each other, but I count it as a block. I'm gonna, you know, when we start giving out gold stickers at our practice on Monday, he's definitely getting one. Hendricks, oh, forced the pressure, and then Jameel Coker, the linebacker, almost gets an interception, and that's where the height comes into advantage too, because he was light years up in the sky. He was like just miles away from the ground as he reached up for that. Forces a 3rd and long. Got to watch out a little bit for the screen, but I expect them. No, they go with a draw. It's been working well, but we're able to eat it up that time. 4th and 12. We seeing them punt it away. And, you know, I think the one crazy thing that we don't have yet in this dynasty is a punt return. I'm not sure if it'll really ever happen, but we have returned 1 kickoff for a touchdown. We technically have a kick 6. The refs kind of screwed us on that one. That was a decent attempt from Kingsley Manning, but he's just not quite fast enough. One day we'll get somebody with really good speed and acceleration, and they're going to be a legend on campus. I cannot believe we just had that play. Just absurd. And the offense gets on the field really quickly again in Spartans territory. Pitch it late. Kingsley, again, he just can't get past these guys. His elusiveness is not what I would hope to see from the fastest guy on the team. Because otherwise that one could have turned into something really big as well. Run it up the middle a couple of times. Chad, double X. Yo, that's one hell of a name. He's the guy who just got that tackle. It'll be 2nd and 4, and Thompson. Man, I think these guys are getting a little bit tired. We're breaking off runs that could turn into something pretty frequently. I really want to throw up a deep ball. I really do. Play action, inverted veer. We're gonna send Bobo on the fade. We're just throwing something deep here. Can we get him in the end zone? Oh, Bobo, he couldn't get into position. Oh, I want to throw another touchdown pass. We have only 3 on the season. Doesn't feel fair to allow the running game to flourish so much when we've got the tallest receivers in the NCAA. Average height of like 6'10". 3rd and 7. Gonna run this one up the middle. And we'll see what we can get. Gosh, 4th and 3. I didn't really realize. Honestly, I said we were 3rd and 7 and it didn't register. So 4th and 3. I will kick this field goal, extend the lead a little bit more, make it a 3-score game, assuming I don't miss. And I might have missed. Oh, that's embarrassing. Imagine missing a field goal in this game when you have like probably a couple hundred minimum hours, probably more than that. Oh, that is a big oof right there. Oh, it's only going to get worse when we lose our kickers as well. They're going to try to make us pay 11 yards. Gosh, that guy looks so short, but 11 yards on the carry. That's pretty incredible. 1st and 10. And they're across midfield for another 1st and 10. This guy's got to have easily over 100 yards, right? That was just 11, backed up by 14. Are we going to see another one here? Yeah, they're just running the exact same play. Finally, we get a decent stop, but really making me look like a fool out here. Bringing the blitz on 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And if they go in the hurry up, I know for a fact they're running the exact same play. We're going to call this a run up the middle. I'm just going to come and stack up over here. He ran it to the edge. We forced the 4th down at least. Oh, can we get him to kick a field goal? Yes, thank the Lord. Of course, we're going to bring out the punt return team just in case he shorts it. See if we can get Chaz Bray back there. Holding them so far to under 300 yards, and this will be not returnable. Zach, thank you. I am as well. Not what I expected today, but pleasantly surprised. We technically, the kicking recruit, he wasn't created as a kicking recruit. But honestly, we might have to. We'll use Longwell as the last name, and make a not good kicker. Maybe like a super athletic kicker that's not good at kicking. So Anthony Jean gets that one.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But I'm definitely down to use the last name Longwell for a guy. I mean, Hugh Towers is also a great name. Longwell. There's so many names that you could use for tall people. And they're stopping our defense. They're stopping our offense. Stopping the run. So unfortunately we have to go to the air on 3rd and 7. Actually, damn it, I could have let the 3rd quarter end. Guess we got Garen Vincent. Going into the 4th. Vincent's injured. That's no good for us. And they've had some good plays, but nothing compares to the Benjamin Medley touchdown run. A beautiful back juke spin. He faked out like 3 guys and carried a defender into the end zone. took out almost half of the San Jose State team on one play, and that was a good run with a face mask at the end, so we're going to just send that 15 yards further downfield.
Face mask. Defense.
And try to burn out some of this fourth quarter, because
Still first
we are
down.
about to move to 9-1 on the season. Wait, no, 10-1 on the season? We only have one game left, so it has to be to 10-1. Right? I don't even know at this point. Medley. Toying with them. He's having a career game on the ground. Oh man, that's fantastic. Vincent has elbow bursitis. We don't need him. He just, I mean, one of the only fun things to do on a Friday night in Lake Havasu City is the roller rink. So it's just kind of where the team spends their time, and believe it or not, the only thing on campus that's fun to do at like the wellness center is another roller rink. I wish I could explain it, but it's just Lake Havasu City for you. We have an interception. We haven't thrown one, which means we're winning the turnover battle, and when we win that, we win the game. When we don't win that, it's a struggle. Curious to see if they start passing a lot here in the fourth quarter. I'm stuck. And, ooh. That's a grown man throw right there. Granted, he didn't need to hit his guy. Kind of diving and dragging his feet. But he did it anyways, and it looked cool as hell. Hendricks not getting any pressure. Of course they go to the damn draw. We're lucky Malik only picks up 6 yards. He has 22 carries for 229 yards. Oh, that's embarrassing. Give up over 10 yards a carry to this guy. That is rough. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know if you can really get bored. Like, you can get bored of watching a normal desert. But a nuclear desert, it's just always has something going on. Oh no. These guys don't want to go away. I'll give them credit. The defense is doing a good job of getting enough stops, but it's certainly not been great. I'm expecting a draw here, to be honest. Oh, look at that. Wide open again. It's another quad X. And they're inside the 10. Guess we got to switch a little something up on defense. I think 200 odd. This play's called. Get a little bit of man D going. We're only rushing 3, but we haven't been getting pressure on the quarterback anyways, and lucky to stop him at the goal line. I guess it's time to blitz. A whole lot of guys. Renegade. It's one hell of a name for a play. Focus on this boy. Gonna call it a run up the middle, and we're gonna swallow him up. 3rd and goal, maybe forcing a pass here.
Loss of 4 yards on the play.
So it's just going to be a simple little cover 3. 4-man rush, focused on the running back in case they go with a draw. And bring pressure, just a little bit delayed. Quarterback's going to scramble. He's got nothing doing. 4th and goal. Field goal isn't going to do anything for him, so we got to get one more stop here. From the 4.5-yard line. See if we can get this stop. This could be a screen or something very weird. Just go to the air. Quarterback has all day to throw, and it's a man wide open in the back of the end zone. So that's going to be another 6. Most likely 7 points for the Spartans, and I just got to probably recover one onside kick, and that'll probably be the game. See, Gene is the man who has the only touchdown return for or kickoff return for a touchdown in WAU history. It's a decent attempt there as he gets out to the 28, but blocking didn't line up perfectly for him, so we'll just we'll accept where we're at. And give the ball to Thompson up the middle. You ever think of a Area 51 pickup line after the memes are dead?
That makes it second and
I
2.
don't think so. Oh man. If I had a use for pickup lines and I was talking to a memester, that might get pushed out. Travis Thompson destroyed the defensive back that tried to hit him, but then the linebacker was able to shove him down.
Third and inches.
It's a pretty good one. That might have worked if you had gone to the Area 51 thing. 3rd and inches. Uh-oh, Benny boy didn't get it. 4th and inches. And
That makes it 4th and inches.
I'm getting scared. We're up 14 with 2.5 to go, but I'm definitely a little bit nervous. This game is not over yet. I know a lot of stuff was posted, like videos and stuff from it, but I almost saw nothing. Like I don't know if it was willful or what, but just never ended up watching anything about it other than like the one anime runner dude. So I guess they got him for the do the motion capture for Maximum Football because I threw a lot of interceptions in that game, and like half of the time the guy who picked it off would anime run away from me. It's really rude. Like they would pick it off, but their arms would get stuck behind him. Beautiful. I know that me doing this on camera where you can't even see my arms doesn't help explain my point, but we all know what the Naruto run is. Hendricks has gotten good pressure, just he's getting rid of it before we can actually hit him. His quarterback is 15 to 20. He's not having a great game. 1 touchdown, 1 pick, only 161 yards. But he's doing a good job of, staying away from pressure. Yeah, I've been following their Twitter. It sounds like they're going to be making at least the corners react a little bit better. But I'm not sure if they're going to be able to really tweak anything else. That should be a pick for Berg, right? Come on. You guys that open that they were able to throw it off their back foot and lob it out there. And Berg's still not in position. I'm telling you, this quarterback's really good at avoiding the pressure. He's also really short. 1st and 10. Hendricks gets some pressure and Hollis. Javon Hollis. Wait, interesting. He deflects that. The Ducks have a player who plays safety who's Javon Holland. Very close. I really want to pick here. We're already +3 now on the season in our turnover differential. I want to be up again. And Walters, there it is. I knew it was coming. You know what? Fuck it. We'll take it out. Okay, maybe not a good idea. Too slow to turn that into a 107-yard pick six. But that's going to be it. Jack Walters, definitely a backup. It's his first pick of the season. A minute and 30. I would be surprised if they took their timeouts, but there's a chance that they do. So, got to try to get a couple first downs and burn the rest of this clock out. Go back home with a victory, and son of a bitch. Just give up, dude. This is the number 15 team in the nation you're playing against. Do we need to show you how giraffes fight with their necks again? So strong they can knock themselves out. Lyrer, the fullback. Look at that. I went straight into the blocker, and I helped him block the man that he was blocking while also running. Too strong. 3rd and 2. 1 timeout left for San Jose, so if we don't get this, I guess good for them. But feeling... Oh, well, I was feeling confident until I ran into my own blocker. 4th and 4. God damn it, man. I just want to be done with this game. I didn't do the max cover punt, so they're going to have a chance at a pretty decent return here. Decent power. Let's see if we can actually get a tackle here, though. Oh, whiffed on one guy, and Ty double X. Gonna get 15 yards there. Man, that double X chip makes the last names, or makes just player names in general, so much funnier. So much more funny. Let's go for another pick, maybe. All the time in the world for this guy to throw, and he's got a guy wide open. Oh my gosh, what was that, 30 seconds in the pocket? He's gonna get clowned here. First and 10. And, oh, blanks, what are you doing? Now, I'm not going to say that I'm scared, but this is a 7-point game with 57 seconds to go. Let's hope that we get this. Oh no. This is not good. They just recovered the onside kick. They've got great field position. We have not been able to stop them. They've got 57 seconds and they're only down a touchdown. This is bad news. God damn it, Drake. Come on, give me the sack, Hendricks. Oh, please, Hollis. No, 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 no! Oh, no! This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. 38-38. Let me see what we do with this return first. Oh, they put it in a bad spot. Really hard for me to return one from out here. Actually, Gene, oh, this is huge. This is huge. At about midfield, we got all 3 timeouts. 42 seconds to get into field goal range. Although we did miss a field goal earlier. Let me take this damn curse off. Hey man, that's what you get when you're a sub, right? What do we do here? How am I not gonna throw a pick? What's gonna get me? Oh god. Oh no. Twitch admins. Gotta just try to avoid throwing the pick. If we have to go to overtime, so be it. Medley. Oh, that's big. That's a big first down. Step out of bounds. Stop the clock. Save some time. 41. So it's like a 55-yard field goal. Our longest this year is 46. I don't know what we missed from earlier. I heard that it was so long as it's not sexual, but if it's just no nips, then that's even easier. I was born with no nipples. Give it to Lyra. We're going to take our first time out, 2nd and 2. Oh, man. Sky Woolworth. Did not expect this team to be in this position. Neither did I. Let's try a read option. Medley. Okay, good, okay. We should be in field goal range here. We should be in field goal range.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards.
I'm gonna call the run. We're gonna run up the middle once here. Oh my gosh, Lyra. Okay, okay, okay. 21 seconds. I'm just gonna keep handing it off up the middle to him. If I have to take a timeout and kick a field goal, so be it. But I will. Okay, we got the touchdown. Hopefully 16 seconds isn't too much. If they had 16 seconds on the last drive, they would have scored. This game is not over. It took us 33 to get into the end zone there. A couple of big runs. More importantly, we were able to pass relatively successfully. Gonna go with just a normal kickoff. Put it out of the back of the end zone so they don't have a chance to return it. The wind is going against them. But this kicker also has a bit of a fucking leg. He's shown us he can boot it. 45-38. 16 seconds. We're going 3 deep. Prevent? We go prevent. Send everybody back. I hope for the best. Since they need a touchdown, stuff like that's fantastic. Actually, it's not fantastic. I might have to take a timeout myself here. Let's go just to cover 3. A little bit better D. Maybe I can get some pressure on the quarterback. Oh, I do not. Okay, they spiked it. 7 seconds. I feel so uncomfortable right now. This is in no way making me feel comfortable. Like we're in so much danger. 7 seconds though. I think we're gonna see a Hail Mary here. If I can get pressure with Wesley. We got the sack! 2, 1. Oh. Why was that such a close game? This is not a good San Jose State team. It was not a great Boise State team. We're going to get absolutely slapped by whatever Power 5 team we play.
38. Thank you for attending today's ball game. Please drive home safely.
I need a heart rate monitor. Oh man. Drake tried to screw us over. He really did. Oh man. Southern Miss beats North Texas. Good for them. It's in Mies. Southern Mies. There's Drake. Out Western Arizona. Oh, how rude of him to be our fan. What did we do to deserve this? We survived. We absolutely survived. 10-1 on the season. 1 game to play. But it's gonna have to be for tomorrow. I'm over 4 hours right now. I've got no water left in the bottle. And I'm starting to make mistakes. Oh, just all sorts of crazy shit. And this is gonna be a much longer wrap up than what I'm used to. Is anyone playing NCAA 14 right now besides me? What in the name of heck? It's just me. I'm all alone. West Coast life. If anyone has, I'm not gonna guarantee you that bed stays there. But I'll make sure that the fiance at least sees it and says, what the hell is going on here? Are we gonna move up in the polls after that game? You would think we would move down. Get Scott Johnson committed. Still haven't picked up Carlos Boone all the way. We have wait. What is this? A finalist for the Heisman? And the Lombardi, and the Outland, and the Remington, and the Thorpe, and the Nagurski, and the best linebacker, and the Bednarik, and the Walker, and the Walter Camp? How do we have a finalist for the Heisman? Is it Benjamin Medley? Did he sneak his way onto that board? Is he getting invited to New York? We move up to number 12 in the nation. Herb Street thinks we're gonna win. +4 in the turnover differential. Let's look at this ESPN bullshit. What are they jerking me around with? Oh, it's Travis Thompson. He's made it onto the board. 6'8", 222, the redshirt senior. He's having a good game. 225 carries, 1,200 yards. That's pretty solid. Averaging 5.7, over 100 per game, 20 touchdowns. His longest carry is 26 yards. Oh my gosh. Only one fumble each year. I'm sure that means that we're going to have a fumble in this Utah State game, and it'll hurt us a lot. 9 catches for him for 100 yards. No touchdowns there. There's his 26 yards through the air. 3 yards after catch. It's incredible.
What?
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
Mythical Beast Ogre Shrek. Thanks for the follow. Some good names today. The really good ones are killing my overlay though. I gotta alter that, I guess. I cannot believe we have a finalist for the Heisman. I know what the title for our next stream is gonna be then. Oh man. All of these finals. I don't think we're gonna really win any awards, although Guy Hendrick, the linebacker, is really trying there for the Nagurski. 97 overall and a junior. He's gonna be great next year. Where's Benjamin Medley? They're on the list for the O'Brien. So I feel like he's getting robbed. Travis Thompson, he's only 4th on the short list for the Walker. But the Heisman finalist is not the end of the world for me. Tony Martindale, our junior senior, or our junior center. 97 overall. His season stats that's notable: 4 pancakes. Guy below him, 28 pancakes. So I'm not really sure how he's leading that, but I'll gladly take. Same for the Remington. Gladly take the XP if he wins it. Miguel Wesley, up there, top 3 for the Lombardi. 2 guys, the top 5, Hendricks and Boone, for the best linebacker award for the Thorpe. Get a couple of guys looking up there. Chaz Bray. Chaz Bray, I love him. Micah
I'm
Blanks.
a computer. Stop all the downloading.
They continue. Penguin of Goth, you for the follow. I heard that maybe that's what it is. Are you guys all like Heisman voters? It's the only reason is that fans of Travis Thompson would vote for him to be going to New York, and we're going to be supposedly in the Las Vegas Bowl against an unranked 7-4 Oregon State, which I would love to slaughter. But I think maybe we can continue to win. If we win this next one and the Mountain West Conference Championship game, I think that we make it to an at-large bid. I think that we could I mean, look at this. The Sugar Bowl, and it's an unranked... What? It's an unranked SMU and a number 4 Army? 6-5? And what? Wait. Is it because the American must have an automatic bid for the Sugar Bowl? Or just an automatic bid? 6-5 unranked SMU in the Sugar Bowl.
What?
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
They continue. Amazing Lord Venom. Also with the follow. It's like none of the other ones are crazy. Auburn, Clemson, and the BCS Natty. Too bad the Dingo Daddy didn't get to stay to see that. I hope that Clemson wins that. And supposedly, so SMU is gonna be in the Sugar Bowl, and we're gonna be in the Las Vegas Bowl at 10-1 and a top 15 team. Something doesn't smell right there. SMU back to cheating. Benjamin Medley, one of the worst passers in the nation, a great rusher. Thompson, not one of the best rushers necessarily, but he's top 20. I agree, this game is fun. Venom. Tackle leaders don't count because that's always inflated. But the 8 sacks for Wesley, Miguel Wesley, and Chaz Bray with the 5 picks. You know, 2 picks and he's up there tied for first, but he couldn't do it. And still, just the 46-yard field goal is our best. We can do our recruiting, and that'll be it. Can you read it, Zach? Is it legible? It's a Game of Thrones shirt. I honestly kind of forgot that I put it on. Nate Blanchard locks us out like a bastard. And we have a lot of points to give, but not a whole lot of guys to give them to. I don't know why you would want to go to Akron as opposed to Western Arizona, but it's his loss. Let's go ahead, since pretty much all of that is done. We got 4 guys ready for visit. We can schedule these guys for that final bye week. Even though we're getting some competitive visits. And then look at the board, or look at what's available to us. We have, how many guys on the board? 19 guys on the board, so if we can find 6 more guys to sign, that would be great. Height, 6'7" to 7 foot. Again, if you haven't seen this, and I'll put it into chat, I just need to get this just every like 30 minutes this plays. If you haven't been here before, this is the Western Arizona Giraffes. Essentially, the only restriction is we have to recruit people who are 6'7" or taller. If you're not within that height level or height range, we don't want you. These guys don't want us, even though they're not super locked, so I guess we're kind of stuck. Bro, fill the board up so that we can put points towards guys, but I don't think there's going to be a whole lot more that we can do. Could be if we can just get onto somebody's board, we spend all 10,000 off-season points on them and try to sneak in an extra recruit, but not a whole lot of guys are even available to us. Did get a couple more. Let's see, we want, is anyone not scouted? Guy's not scouted. 44 overall defensive tackle. And he doesn't get better or worse, so good for you, I guess. Really, really great player. Let's look at, I guess, deficit. And just, we can't put points into Russell Dean, but since David Burnett has not applicable, if we put points into him, it just won't matter. I'm not sure if that honestly scared me.
Stop all the downloading.
Lord Farquaad, 6996. I'm not sure if offering the scholarship to a non-applicable one allows points to be put towards him, or if that's a waste. So we'll just wait for a week, and who knows? Maybe we snag one of these 2 garbage can players. Although Russell Dean, he can't be that bad, right? 3-star? Oh, what am I doing? Scouting. 55 overall. Not great. Oh no. Good. Tiger, that's something else. I'm a little bit scared by that, to be honest. Well, we're not gonna play the Utah game tonight because we're at 4.5 hours and it's almost midnight. I'm not gonna be able to be on tomorrow because I'll be out of town, and I think Friday What's today? Today's Tuesday, right? So not there. I'll be back sometime Thursday, I think. So maybe I stream a little bit on Thursday, but should probably be able to be on it Friday. There's a chance I go backpacking this weekend out in the cold snow, but I'll try to keep people posted. I have been trying to use my Twitter a little bit more. Discord exists, but it's
I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading.
let's try to wrap it up. Big ol' floppy pong. Thanks for that. Let's see. I got to go back a ways. Tiger. Thanks for the $5 and the 50 cent in the club. I think that kind of brought us back. Oh, I think it's like socials. There you go. And then Nick Leet gave us 80 bits, and then just the Dingo Daddy raid came in. So we got Anonymous Gamble, Legend 334, CD 729, Frozen Deadpool, all that jazz. Fish Mahogany, not the expert, some confused cowboy. Dan Zolt 56, not big old floppy dongs, CJ2K, the guys who just recently followed. Thanks for all those. And then let's see, Tiger, you gifted a sub, and another expert subbed, and then also threw 500 bits at us. So one hell of a stream. No candles to blow out on this one, just teams. That was good. It was right on the spot. I don't think anyone else is on NCAA, and I don't have anybody else on that I know about that I care to endorse right now. So it's gonna be hard
I'm a computer.
to
Stop all the downloading.
SpongeBob Juice Pants. Interesting. Thanks for the follow. Gonna be hard to raid or host somebody that I can't personally endorse. So we'll just call it. And again, yeah, thanks for the birthday wishes. It's been a fantastic stream. Hopefully I can see some of you guys again. And Hybrid, thanks. I'll talk to you later. Wherever you guys are, have a good night or have a good morning. Probably morning for a lot of you guys. Nothing else to say, so have a good one. Adios.